Holy cow. AFK and someone else logs on, you're suddenly going to have this happen. You get down. No, you get down there. Time to cull the herd. I only had 4 of these when I went AFK. Welcome, and thank you for joining me today. For some reason this keeps happening, but it eventually sticks. In any case, let's go ahead and resort the inventory out. As I can guess you've been able to determine, I've been AFK fishing here. And I believe it's been about 18 and a half hours. So let's go take a look at what our drops are, because this is also something new. Yeah, it's kind of a ridiculous amount of hoppers. But I don't need a whole lot of storage here, because that's all I got in raw cod, less in salmon. Really? No tropical fish? Oh, tripwire hook? Ink sack? Oh yeah, because they've got to fill up there first, so I won't have anything in most of these until they start to fill up. And then we've got our water bottles sorted through the brewing stand, and then everything else which fills up to there. So I can very easily sort this stuff out. Plenty of potential fuel items. Just toss the saddles, don't need them. And a bunch of books, which I can, with one of the data packs we have, I can turn, I think it's a data pack, I can turn these books, this one I can turn into a piercing 4 and a protection 3. Just costs a few levels and books, but yeah, this is basically it. And yeah, so a lot of this stuff I don't have yet because it's still filling in the sorters up there. But basically, AFK fishing sorts into all this. And I'm in no rush to actually empty this out because, yeah, I've got 3 chests worth to fill up for, well, actually, 2 double chests and a single chest to fill up for this. I guess I could make these double chests if I wanted. If I start thinking I'll need more storage, it's set for that, but otherwise, yeah, I don't really need to. I can easily expand any of them into this if needed, but I don't plan to collect that much of a lot of this stuff. It just sorting it out down here makes it a lot easier to sort up into the system up there. That, I think I've been in range for this to be running as well. Unfortunately, not 100% of everything is falling where it's supposed to. So if we take a look in here, yeah, there's a pumpkin sitting right there. So not everything is landing on the, not everything is landing on the tilled soil to be absorbed into the hoppers, but I guess enough of it is. So that's definitely enough that I can build the next several layers up for the active portion of the farm. In addition, I have gone and resized back here the honey section. So yeah, not all of the, yeah, I think I was too far away for this to be loaded, but I figured out the dimensions I need, and I'm just going to stack them on top of each other, honey bottles and honeycomb. And then we'll just have the 2 farms, 8 hives long. That should be plenty good. Yeah, 8 hives long, so that should be plenty good. But we're not on 115 on the server yet, so I'm not quite worried about it, though I can build everything up in advance of that. And in fact, that's what I'm going to do over here, I believe. Cocoa bean farm. Yes. So, I actually might be able to resize this a little bit as well. I'm not sure. Because my plan is to use honey blocks and slime blocks alternating so that I can just have a push-up, pull-down system for knocking all of them off and then just manually replanting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it's an even width or an odd width rather. But technically, I just need it to be an even width. So, one of these sides will come in. We'll say that side for the moment. And then put the logs here. So how would that work? Actually, let's see. If I had two-eyed log there, two-wide, that's going to be a very tight gap. Three-wide and logs there. And then, yeah, so basically, I think I would be able to slip 2 sets in here. And in fact, there we go. Yeah, I slipped 2 sets of them in here. We got like a 3-wide section between them. And this is just on the outside. It doesn't have to be in any sort of building. But this gives me this much room there all the way down for cocoa beans. And so that's kind of the idea I've got going for this, for the farm. And I'm going to need to get the cocoa beans going because I'm going to use brown glass for the netherwort farm, which is going to go here. Another project to get going today because I need to be able to brew weakness potions so that I can get the better trades off the villagers, of which, by the way, we have way over here, and I am completely ready to start work on the breeding and then sorting them out, converting, like, get them a profession, lock that profession in, convert them, and cure them over and over until we get, like, the best possible trades. Yep, they are all unemployed. So they are all good to go. I like that. Anyway, it's turning night and I haven't slept in, let's see, 18 and a half hours at assuming constant day-night cycle, which I don't think it's been quite constant, but close enough. So I'm going to have kind of a pain with the phantoms if I don't go and get some sleep real quick. So let me do that, and then we'll be back to start work on a couple of these farms out here. Well, I just discovered that I have no cocoa beans. I have no clue how that happened. So I've got to go get some cocoa beans. I didn't even have a place in storage for it. And I need to get some rockets as well, because the best way... Well, actually there's a tunnel that leads there now. So, well, I'm going to go get some rockets anyway. Oh, yes. I loaned Kim some sponges. Basically, I went, raided my monument. There were 27 sponges plus 3. So, there we go. Thank you for the swift return of them, because I need to start clearing some of those rooms out so I can more easily mine it out. I should probably clear the whole area out with a perimeter. I'll have to figure that out. That's a project for another day. But for the moment, I need to go get some rockets and then go to the jungle and get some cocoa beans. And we're at the jungle. Well, on the nether side of it, I deliberately did not sleep because I figured it'd be day, or just about day, by the time we got here. So, looks like it's safe anyway. And yeah, I reduced a lot of the settings so that maybe I won't have any issues with, with lag in the jungle, because jungles are very laggy. But now I need to hunt out. I need to hunt out the. Interesting. The cocoa beans. Also, the 3D vines. I think that's one thing that can cause lag. There's a skeleton there, trapped in the foliage. But where can I find? Yeah, that makes me a little uneasy. Still, cocoa beans. Sheep. I see a skeleton over there. Yeah, I'm glad I turned my head. That creeper was dead silent. Okay, now I think the tool of choice is the axe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've never gotten a hold of cocoa beans before. And now we have 6. I'll replant these, but I'm going to try and find a few more if I can, being very wary of things like creepers. That was very... Yeah, I didn't much care for that. Yeah, I hate jungles because you never know about hostile mobs sometimes. Got it. There's a naturally growing bamboo. Let's see. There's a few here and there, but I've already got plenty. I'm looking for cocoa beans and keeping my eyes peeled for hostile mobs. And creepers blend in super great in this area. Yeah, I definitely would rather have the fortune enchant for collecting these, but I'll take what I can get and start growing them at my base. I don't see them on the tall ones, which I guess is not a surprise. Have I ever... Oh, there's a few. Have I ever mentioned how much I hate jungles because of how easy it is for mobs to hide? Plus, how easy it is for the game to lag. There we go. We put one there, and one there. And we are up to 12. And there's a zombie somewhere that I don't want to mess with. Okay. For a second, I thought I saw a pillager over there or something. Yeah. I'm not sure which is worse. The caves or the jungle? Oh yeah, I planted those. And I think with that, I don't see any more in the immediate vicinity. And as soon as I say that, we're now up to 18. I'm not crossing the water for those. They can stay there. I think we're good. I have 18 that'll be enough to kind of get going on everything. Okay. Well, I mean, I do see a few out this way. Whoops. Definitely didn't jump far enough there. I think this is where I ended up landing and getting bamboo myself. Yep. If I hadn't gone for that creeper, I would not have seen this other creeper. Creeper be creepin'. There's definitely something underground. And anyway, came over here for a few more cocoa beans. If I can remember where I saw, there they are. That should put me at 20. And I think we're good at this point. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say we're good at this point. So, yeah, we're back at this end of everything. Got my cocoa beans, got the rockets taken care of that I didn't actually need. So, what I'm going to do is, well, yeah, obviously dismount my horse here, but in the future, I'm going to extend this so that we have more of a proper nether side base. I may just leave this as teeny tiny as this with the exit here. Although if I extend it, then the exit would make more sense to get moved as well, because I'd extend it these two directions, so I won't have to tear into this. Not much further that way, maybe. So, yeah, I guess we'll see how things play out. But that's definitely a project, if I can ever brave the nether, even right here to do that. But otherwise, yeah, like horse stables. That's kind of the main thing that I'm looking for here. But otherwise, yeah, I'm babbling on, so we're going to hop through here and head over and take care of laying out for that farm. Yeah, it just turned night, so I'm going to go sleep it today, and then I'll see you over there. Okay, so we are over here at the site to work on the cocoa bean farm. And yeah, I'm going to try and figure out, because I want a little bit of walk space. Well, I guess I don't need it on this side, but I kind of want a little bit of space. So I'm going to need the jungle logs first and foremost. So we're going to put the logs for sure at this point, there, and then there, and there. So we have a tight squeeze to get through here, but I think that will be fine. So the logs are going to go here, going down that way. And let's see. That would give me on this side, if I put a wall there, a very tight walkway around. I feel like this needs to be where they go. Alternatively, how would it fit this way? Because that would actually be able to come all the way, I'd say, to here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 48 versus if I did them across this way, is this enough walk space? I would actually probably put these here, gap of 2, there, gap of 3, there, a gap of 2. So I'd move this in by 1 because I've got more room over here. And it'd be fine to kind of share parts of that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That goes 11 that way. And I don't think I would push it any further than that. So we would be losing 4. We'd have 44 instead of 48. Which way's better? This is almost a perfect square. Not quite. It's close. Let me think about that for a moment, and then we will place the logs down and build up the kind of the very basic preliminaries. Okay, so I've figured out the layout that I want. Since this is going to be kind of an open air building, what we're going to end up having, and I'll just use this kind of as placeholders, we're going to have glazed terracotta here so that the honeycomb, or the, not the honeycomb, but the honey blocks and the slime blocks on the inside don't stick and are not visible. And then that gives this gap of 2 on this side. Kind of the same over here, though it's a little tighter with this here, but it's just as tight down this. And we're going to have the same thing here, alternating honey blocks and slime blocks with glazed terracotta surrounding it. So from the back side, you're just going to see the glazed terracotta. So that's something I'll definitely have to get to work on. And I'm thinking the brown because it's a cocoa bean farm. Makes sense. I wonder. I think. Yeah. Let's give this a test. Yes, that sticks on there. We're just going to put those there to start growing. And let's see. We have that versus that. Trying to figure out. I think I like that better. So, yeah. I definitely already know that I didn't grab near enough blocks, so I've got to go back regardless. But I'm pretty sure that this is the way I want this to go. Just a solid, like, jungle logs, and I might use the stripped logs for, like, floor or something. I'm not 100% sure. Spinning squid. I slept recently enough, I should be safe from phantoms, but 2, 3, 4 makes it 5 tall. So yeah, let's go ahead and build the height of this up real quick. There we go. And I guess while we're at it, plant whatever else we can because, yeah, we're going to need to grow a lot of these. That's not fully grown yet. Ah, there we go. I wonder if Silk Touch was only giving me 2 back, because I've been getting 3 breaking by hand. And we can reach the top, and I could probably go down 1 to reach into the floor. That means my entire path would have to go down 1, or I keep it here. That's something else I have to figure out. But I also have to go ahead and stack the rest of these logs to at least that height. So I'm going to take care of that real quick off camera, especially since I know I've got to run back for more logs to finish. And then I'll show you kind of where we're at on this. It's not going to be complete, but it's going to be the layout at the very least. And I'll try and get the floor in as well. Okay, so we've got a decent number growing so far, as well as all of these standing nice and tall. Don't forget, this is going to be completely filled with slime blocks and honey blocks in the future. But these parts are going to be where we can harvest, and I am, again, working on filling all this up so that I can then start having excess to use for brown dye, for example. Actually, that's basically the main use. Now, as far as the floor goes, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, because I had a hunch something like that might be the case. This part of the farm hangs over the ocean. Okay, so we'll put those 2 blocks back for now. And let's see. My thinking here is, yeah, because I kind of want these to go down another block, but where you can stand on this height to reach it all. So, yeah, let's see. Let's do this real quick. And then we will put that extra block down. Stone. Yeah. So now we dig out this layer of stone. Plus this little piece of dirt here. And we put in... Ended up putting it in an alternating pattern. Not what I wanted. And now let's just fill the rest in. Oops. Like that. We run this across to at least here. Then we just go through and strip all of this down. Yeah, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I like having this. Granted, we've got this wooden outline that we're going to have to follow. I don't mind that it's a sudden drop because the main thing is this is not going to be accessible naturally walking anyway, so let's continue. Yeah, I did not grab near enough jungle logs, but I think this is kind of the idea that we're going to go with, as well as getting the rest of it done. And it's going to take me a little bit to take care of. So I'm going to come back with the finished product for the moment. Now, I have not done any sort of design work on this whatsoever or anything. This is just flying by the seat of my pants kind of thing. So if we do this, that one was an accidental placement. I'll pick it up in a moment. And we do this. And that is over half of them. Keep in mind that the slime blocks and the honey blocks are going to sit on here, connecting to all of this. Bust that out. And then, on this level, we have something like this. I think I want to run it to a central-ish point. Maybe. I don't know where I want to put the button yet. So for the moment, that is an odd width. So we'll just do this. Throw a repeater in here. And then redstone dust. All along there. And, yeah. You heard all those pistons firing. The idea is going to be, I think, put a 2-tick, no, put a 1-tick delay, because we're basically going to fire all the pistons once, and then a second time. So I'll probably use a wooden button to get that delay in, so they all go up and then back down. And that way, what ends up happening is all of these will pop up at the same time, dropping the full harvest, which looks like we're at, except for manual, just about. You haven't grown the least little bit, have you? And then there's a couple here. Yeah. So that's 2 pulses on that. Wooden buttons take the longest. So that will work. And this is all the redstone that's needed. I obviously need to finish filling the observers and the sticky pistons in. And then I need to get the glazed terracotta in. But otherwise, am I hearing a chicken? Sounds like I'm hearing a chicken. Which I suppose if there's a cave nearby in that direction, there could be a, what you call it? A zombie jockey or what? Well, it's not a jockey, but, yeah. Kind of get the idea. I definitely hear a chicken. What? Why is there a chicken in the ocean? Interesting. There we go. So next time you'll see all of this in, and I may even have the brown glazed terracotta in as well as... you can see the smoke particles rising up through here. Maybe I ought to do something different about the lights. Yeah, because I don't want the smoke particles, but I do want it well lit. So I might turn those into lanterns. Turn all these torches into lanterns hanging from this block here. And get the rest of it filled in, get the glazed terracotta filled in, and we can move on to the next project. Until then, God bless.